The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
44, ready. 18, wait.
The lefty right to the air to start. He's going to test this secondary right away. That's caught. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Miami. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He will air this out, looking for something. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. 1st down, Denver.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, they go with Pacheco. He'll get the first down inside the 25. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Broncos.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, get set. Out, out.
First carry here for Devon Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw is Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 4.
Now it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa, and he will have that first down. They get a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Tua to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Upward, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A gain there of 11. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get set. Out.
Tua, give it to Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Ready, shot. Ready, team.
From the gun, here's Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end Waller. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, ready.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down to 28. The sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a 3rd down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry, touchdown Dolphins!
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance and contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 18 yards, and 2 the 18-yard line. taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here comes third and 6. The RPO, that one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Denver.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, but you can see the play call just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and it goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
Boy, let me get it.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Aiken. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
It's now second and 6.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Shotgun snap to Tua. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
3rd and 7.
Go ahead. Wait. Hey, come on, two. Come on.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
He's inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge run from Pacheco. A gain of 48.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. That one doinks off the left upright. No friendly bounce. It's no good. And the score remains level.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. This one caught by Waller.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
Turbo one high.
A run out of the gun with Achane. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Solo left Zion.
They're going to go. It's Tua. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
All right, come on.
Two and out on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Right.
On the give, here's Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. They say it's 4th and inches.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
All right. He's right. Start.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Go ahead.
They snap it to Tua. That is caught offside by Waddle.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Get set. Out. Turbo 1, high. Let's go. Watson, Oscar. Set.
Again, it's Tua. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Yeah, hit it. Out.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Winning team. Ready.
A run, and it's A-Chain. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The 16-yard line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Throwing is Tua. And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for.
Hey, get set. Scat. Out.
On the handoff, this is H.N. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on
All right,
the
fellas,
pickup.
listen up.
2nd and 6.
Tua. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Going out wide to H.N. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Tua gonna throw. That's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, team. Out.
To the air again, Tungo. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Now it's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
From the draw with H.A. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
All right, come on. Ready, team.
Now Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 24-21 lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
At their own 31-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. A give here to Pacheco. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Over set. Ready. Ready. Behind.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
And the Broncos
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down runs.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup.
On second down, it's Hicks. Throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Run up the middle with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of 2 things. Turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Yeah, ready.
Tua, give it to H.N. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready. Out.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by H.N. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third and inches. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
They're right here. Out. Out.
We'll try and run for this with Henry. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Hats off to the interior of this defensive line. Look at the penetration they're able to get up front, Mike, to defeat their blocks. And 3rd and an inch, they knew that run was coming, and boy, were they ready.
A field goal. No gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready, team! Hey!
Here's 2. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlow. And the Broncos are going to take over just shy of midfield. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. And it's Pratt getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield. But this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
2nd down. Nix. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. To the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? You see it here.
And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
They're right here.
On first and 10, here's Tua. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. Second and 10.
Hey, get set.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. This one caught by Wallace. He's taken down just shy of the 10. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
All right, come on. Get on.
A run up the middle with a 10, and a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ready.
They'll run with H.N. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Third and 2, Tungo Vailoa. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his second touchdown in this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. The kick is good, and the Dolphins go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Next snap on first and 10. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. That'll be taken down, but takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. To throw is Nix. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On 4th down, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's into the end zone. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one...
That's them user skills, bro.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they...
Who's that, Trayvon?
Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and give themselves this big win?
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
So now playing
Yeah, for sure.
After that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team gonna let...
Hey, look, if you don't want him in the offseason, let me know, man. I can work with him. I don't know, boy. That's my boy.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Robinson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody know Power Rangers? Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't call it the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.
Kill!
Here's Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the ground, here's Pacheco. The omission is only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A handoff to Pacheco. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. That's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown tonight.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here is 1st and 10.
Scott. 44. Ready. Ready. Two.
They'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Here's 2nd down. Fake the head. Now, Tua. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. On 2nd down, it's Nix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been impressive.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Tyreek now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, shot. 21G, 21. Ready, T.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. Again, working deep downfield. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.